and Chelsa. If I'm not mistaken, I believe we've got the old squad play today.
Yeah, a retread of the bet that we wanted to make yesterday, but the World Series was postponed. So now we get a different pitching matchup, at least for this play, because the play is the Astros team total over 3.5 runs. This is minus 145 over a bet MGM, but a little juicy, but still, this Astros lineup has proven that they can hit even the top of top pitching when it comes to the postseason. They've hit this number in 5 of the last 6, and they just scored 9 earned runs off the aces of the Philadelphia Phillies. 9 earned runs against Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola combined. So I think they can scratch off a few against Ranger Suarez. And in fact, in the regular season, October 4th against Houston, Ranger Suarez only lasted 3 innings and gave up 6 earned runs, including 3 home runs to Jeremy Pena, Kyle Tucker, and Martin Maldonado. So I think that the Astros can score a few runs in the first 5 and also take advantage of a Philadelphia bullpen that's really been their problem for most of the year. And also the fact that they've probably seen most of the arms in the bullpen already in this World Series. There's some familiarity there. And plus, 1-9, Astros probably the best hitting lineup in all of baseball. That's why they're in the World Series. So I'll go Astros team total over 3.5 runs for minus 145.
Chelsa, I love it. I love it so much. I'm with you on this. Let me give my reasoning, and hopefully I don't retread much of what you said. But ultimately, what I'm doing here is looking at how Ranger Suarez performed the last time he started against the Astros. He was destroyed in that game, 6 earned runs in just 3 innings. But during the regular season, the Astros were the best team in the American League against left-handed hitters. And when facing lefty starters this season, they went 42-12. They absolutely rake in spots like this, and they've just been piling up runs. Even in that game 1 loss, they still hit over 3.5 runs. I think they do here. Juiced for a reason, but this number is too low. Astros hit the over 3.5 tonight. Again, minus 145 at BetMGM. Chelsa, let's cash together.
Right, and I think people will see this and say, well, why wouldn't you just play the Astros? I think this is the safer way to play it, knock on wood, because you don't have to factor in the Philly bats, because all season long and all postseason long, they have proven that despite the metrics, that they can keep their team in it, no matter who the starting pitcher is. So Lance McCullers Jr. has some wipeout stuff, and I think he has a really high upside. But when you're playing an Astros team total, you don't have to factor that in at all. The Phillies can win the game. The Phillies can score a ton of runs. And it doesn't matter because you're squarely playing an Astros team total. So I think it's a way to narrow your focus without having to feel nervous about this Philly lineup getting hot again.
I think it's a really good point. And I saw some statistic that in the postseason, with at least 20 games played, the highest winning percentage in all of Major League Baseball, again, in the playoffs, at least 20 games played, is at Citizens Bank Park. The Phillies play very well there. So even if the Astros come out and rake, well, the Phillies bats can get hot. Like you say, we can still see an over, still see Philly win, and your bet can still hit. So I'm with you. I like this bet. I think it's safer than just playing the Astros on the money line. So let's hope we can win together here. Where's that 8 ball?
Yeah, and also the Phillies defense sometimes can cost them runs. We've seen that a lot in the postseason. So factoring in some bad defense there, because it's not earned runs, it's runs in general. So even if these runs are unearned, still counts for us. All right, 8 ball, are you with us on the Astros team total over 3.5? 8 ball says,
holy crap, magic 8 ball.
The 8 ball says it is certain.
I don't care. I'm over the 8 ball, Chelsa. I'm over the 8 ball. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to, maybe it's my attitude. Well, see, normally we do your pick and my pick. So I guess since it's just one pick together, I guess the 8 ball is agreeing with both of us. So, all right, I'll settle down. It's a new month. It's Movember. Maybe I won't shave this month. Maybe I'll let all this gray grow out in my beard. I don't think anybody wants to see that. I'll switch it up and
have you ever had a mustache?
Oh God, yes, once. During the pandemic, I grew a mustache. Let me tell you, nobody wants to see that. The lovely Catherine is trying to get me to grow out my beard for Movember because she just wants to see it. And I'm telling you, it'll look good for a little bit, and then it'll get all scraggly and white, and I'll look like old man winter. Nobody needs to see that. It's really, really gross. Of course, Double D. Do it. Let's do your BetQL 5-star best bet. Double D has a really nice beard. That's why you can say that. I do not. For inside analysis, historical trends, and more 5-star best bets, you can download the incredible BetQL app. Let's bring up the Donkster here. Donkster, last week, you went 5-4. You had the best week out of anyone. And yesterday, you came on the show and you were real cocky. And you talked about how you deserved your own show. Well, what happened? You went 0-2 last night because you decided to challenge the gambling gods. Okay, talk to the people. What are you doing tonight?
Le who? The her.
The Donkster says, Dad, I'm gonna go 2-0 tonight and get back to 500. Canucks money line against the Devils plus 105. Suns money line minus 175 against the Timberwolves. Minus 175? That is so juicy. Dad, you look like you got some sun. You're so tan. Can we go on a vacation together? I want to go to Cancun. No, we're not going on vacation together, and this is not a real tan. You know that. I did this for Halloween. Minus 175. Chalk Donkster. I hope the T-Wolves pull off an upset. Chelsea, you like any of those bets?
Not at minus 175. Chalk Donkey at it again.
Oh, my God. Living up to his name. Up next.